Alright, I'm Change Ride. I'm here with Penny, my off-the-track thoroughbred mare, and I'm just going to do the first ride with her again. And I think I've ridden her like 6 or 7 times, but just like at a walk and a trot. But she doesn't want to move forward and she wants to be lazy, so we're just going to start at the walk and we're just going to work on that. So we're just going to get her on the next to the mounting block first. So when she lines up with it, I'll reward her. So just cluck her first, standing next to it. So then over time she'll associate that with something good. She'll stay there. Okay, so I'm just gonna bend her head toward me. Go off anywhere. Reward her for standing still. Tap this side. So I'm just tapping her shoulder like this and then I'll feed her. So I want her to stand still and just hang out for a minute so she doesn't get into the habit of just taking off every time I get on. So just let her chew and hang out. And also clucking for or standing still will help too, because she'll get a reward for just hanging out. If she wants to walk off, well, I was gonna bend her to stop, but she's gonna stop herself. So wait, make sure she's not deciding to wander off too far. I don't think so. All right, so I'll ask her to walk. So I'm just gonna say walk, squeeze with my legs and release. Walk. And I'll add in the cluck. I'm just gonna let her walk wherever she wants to go, as long as she does that. Walk. So this is the first requirement, it's just to go forward and stop when I ask. Walk. Walk. So just give her the verbal cue and then I just barely squeeze my legs and then I'll cluck to her. And then if she still doesn't go forward, I'll increase my squeeze and then I'll tap her sides until she goes forward. And I'll just let her go on a loose rein wherever she wants, but she's got to stop and go when I want. Doing this will get her, get rid of her magnet, so like she wants to be on this end of the arena, she doesn't want to be in the back end, and she usually doesn't go down there. So we're going to make this more work and that's going to be easier. Maybe she will go down here today. So she can slow down, but she can't stop. And then if you need to hold on, I just hold the middle of my reins on my saddle pad and then I can just slide down one. So this is pretty far for her, so I'm gonna bend her to a stop. So just gonna pick up, hold it out toward my knee. And then once she bends, I'm gonna bring it up toward my hip and then wait for that hind end and good girl. For her to, I held that until she crossed over with her hind legs and then I held my rein until she was soft. When she was soft, I clucked and released it and then I'll give her a treat. So she hasn't gone this far before, so that's pretty good. So once they get like to a third down here, if you get this far, like away from their magnet, which is going to be over here, try and stop them over there and let them have a rest. But you don't want them to stay too long because then they're going to want to wander off without you asking it. So I'll let her stand for a minute. Walk. Release their leg. So that whole time I was squeezing until she went forward. So she's going to have to walk and then eventually trot and canter up here and then she can rest on that side. It's just important that you don't steer her. You got to work on one thing at a time. We'll see how far she goes down this way. So we'll ask her on this other side to bend to a stop. Just pull it out toward my knee. There she has a bend, her neck bends, so I'm gonna bring it up toward my hip. Hind legs cross, hold, and she was soft. And I'm just gonna give it to her on the opposite side. Good. So that's pretty good already, because she usually doesn't want to even come down here, so that's pretty good. So I'll let her hang out for a minute, and then I'll ask her to go again. There, she's going to go before I ask, so I'm just going to bend her to a stop again. Just going to pull up. I just don't want her to, even though I want her to be forward, I don't want her to go without. Walk. There, she pretty much went off my voice cue. That's really good. I don't want to roll. We're not rolling. Come on. Like some soft grass or dirt over here, so she kind of wants to roll. This is nice. She's pretty far over to the back side. Walk. But she's getting a little stuck there, like she just wanted to do a little circle because she wanted to get a reward again. And she's got a butt. So we're going a little crooked. You're just always looking for the release, so this makes them try a little bit harder and try and find where it is. If you're steering all the time or up in their face, it's harder to find. So I'm going to bend her to a stop here. Whoa. So I can start saying whoa now. Good. And then it'll be conditioned into her so that when she hears that, she knows she's supposed to stop. But I can start that now. So try not to wait as long as I did last time. Walk. Good. So she just walked right off. I didn't even have to touch her, so I'm gonna click and reward her for that. Very nice. But I want her balanced. I want her to stop when I say and then go when I say. Walk. My legs are on her. Walk. Now she's kind of stuck over here. There. So they're on her until she goes forward like that. See, she just wants to stay in this circle because that's where she got the reward. Goes forward. So she wants to be like swishy with her tail and pin her ears. So I'm just going to squeeze. There. Her ears go up, I release. And she's walking forward. She's got to be doing both those things. So if they want to be sassy with their ears, then the requirements change. Walk. She wants to swish her tail and pin her ears. She's got to go forward and not do both. So I'm just going to hold my leg on longer. Walk. There. Didn't have to put my leg on. But I'm happy that she wants to go back this far. That's good. So she's kind of figured it out already that this is where she gets to hang out and not have any pressure. Walk. Good girl. So you can do like all the 3 gaits in one day, but I like to do separate days. It depends on the horse. So we're just going to do the walk today because I want her to get forward and going and doing what she needs to do. But she's already gone forward and she's already bent to a stop on both sides. So that's really the goal. Walk. Good. Barely squeezing my legs there. She's just kind of got a bug on her or something. So I'm gonna, like, if you get stuck like this, you can make it a little bit harder for them. Come on. I'm just gonna bump her sides a little bit, make it a little bit more pressure so she can move out. So if you're, then, the dirt's soft here, she wants to roll, but if you're moving on and you have already done the walk and the trot, you can, like, if they're stuck somewhere, you can ask them to trot and go faster, or if you're onto the canter, you can do that too. Or you can ask them to collect, or just do something harder so they have more pressure. They don't want to be near their magnet quite so much. And she's changed magnets pretty fast already. Okay, so I'm going to ask her to stop here. Whoa. And straight out. She's got to bend, bring it up toward my hip. Crosses her legs. Is soft and release. Very nice. Good girl. She's going to wait for me. Let her hang out for a minute. Walk lightly with my legs. Good. Very nice. You can just ride like that, so you can bend them if you need to, and then you still have one handhold. So this is pretty far. Ooh. Bend her to a stop. Crosses her legs, wait for her face. Wait for her to stop moving. Good. Have her bend the other way. So I've never even ridden her down this far. Like, the farthest she gotten before was like the center. So she's doing pretty good for that. Because I rode her those few times and then she's had a couple months break. I haven't really done anything with her that much. So she's a lot better already. Just kind of, she had a break and then we repeated the groundwork, and now we're gonna finish and do everything in order. Okay, walk. And squeeze. Very good. Barely squeezing my legs. That's what I wanted to get with her, is that's why I'm not trotting today, is because I want her to be really, really soft at the walk already before I move on to that, because that's where she gets sticky. She just gets worse from there. So I like to do a couple more transitions, then I'm going to end my ride by the back fence. So I'm just going to bend her to stop. Ooh. I want her to bend all the way, so I'm just going to press my leg behind the girth, my right leg. There she crossed over, then wait till she bends. And I'm not going to click her there because I want to work on the transition. Walk. Lightly. Good. So I barely touched her with my legs and she went forward. Girl. So I want to click as soon as my leg comes off and as soon as she moves forward. So the release and the clicks at the same time. Okay, walk. Touch with my leg. Good. I don't want to do it too much in one spot so she doesn't get stuck. If she comes down here, I'll probably end her down in this corner because she never comes down here. Oh. Bend her to a stop. She crosses over. Wait for her to get stopped. Good. I'm going to give her a treat. Let her stand for a second and hop off. So she's never been this far. Like, this is the farthest she's ever been, so that's perfect. So another like reward for her is to just get untacked at the back of the arena, and I do that every time, or opposite, whatever is opposite of their magnet. Happens to be the back of the arena for most of them. If she wants to be pissy, I'll wait till she makes a better face. But I'm just giving her like a double reward or triple reward. She got the release of pressure when I got off. She got the treat when I gave her the positive reinforcement, and then she gets the saddle come off. So it's just like another reward for her to repeat the behavior that I want. So sometimes I'll even let her go in here, or I'll go tie her up, or I'll put her back. I just kind of mix it up. And just let her hang out in here sometimes, but the getting off away from the magnet is the most important part. But as long as you do that, they should stay pretty balanced. But for her first ride back, that was really good.